A lot of people ask, what is it like to work for a nonprofit? And sometimes people have this idea of what nonprofit work is. It is a group of people who are so deeply committed, nimble, bold, resourceful.
Heading out?
Yeah.
Okay,
So
cool.
I've got my community meeting tonight, and then we've got the food pantry meeting to this afternoon, so hopefully they give us the green light and get us food donations for the rest of the year. So
Fingers crossed.
fingers crossed.
Have a good day. Bye.
Bye. It's also a job that infiltrates the rest of who you are. You're thinking about children who are in your program, wondering, are they safe? A teen who might be kicked out of their house for one reason or another, and they need food, they need transportation, they need literally clothes on their backs. We're doing incredible things in the Bronx. Not only are we providing the backbone to critical services for working families, but we're also providing enrichment, community plots where people can grow their own fruits and vegetables, a space where kids can run and play in the summer through summer camps. So we've really taken great strides in the last few years. In January 2020, KHCC really began preparing for COVID, and as COVID hit, KHCC has really been on the forefront of our neighborhoods recovering from COVID to find access to jobs, resources, food, emergency funds that can help families with utility bills or rent or other sorts of issues that might destabilize the home. It's been so incredible. We've had our team find a pharmacy to work with us and provide us free COVID tests on a bi-weekly basis. It's so thrilling to have them here and that people don't have to take an additional hurdle just to get tested and make sure that they know their status. So let me get to it.
What's your name?
Margaret.
Margaret.
There have been many days of tears. Just how you see people struggle, how you see your staff members struggle, just by the sheer humanity of this crisis and how it taxes every single one of your areas for coping or your resources to rejuvenate yourself or your sense of freedom and exploration and creativity. We had a food pantry that in January of 2020 was serving roughly 30 families a month. Hey, Cesar.
Morning, Margaret. How you doing today?
Good, how are you?
We good. Just getting ready for food pantry soon.
Since we're into the fall, it has been about 250 people a day. Yeah, what are our numbers looking like?
200 people at a minimum. Recently, we've gotten up to 265 people.
Wow.
Everything's been going smoothly, and our new QR code system is working fantastic.
Sure, people are happy to get out of the cold when they can just flash their QR code, register that they're there for the day, and take their food and head on their way. That's so great.
It's been such a journey. When we all started, it's like, what do we have to give right now to how do we continue getting more and more food, especially as we're seeing a lot more new people coming into the doors.
It's really taxed our operations. Not only have we built new relationships with food providing organizations like the City Harvest and Food Bank for New York City, Get Food NYC, private donors, including private foundations that have just jumped into this profound need for food security in our community.
A lot of what we're able to get lasts a day, 2 days max at this point, because our numbers are just being so inflated right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Thank you, Cesar. I'll stop by later. I was just so impressed with KHCC staff and leadership. As soon as staff were working remotely, they were also supporting our participants, our families, our children, our youth, making sure that you have your own oxygen mask on and that you address, the needs of others. All right, everyone, I gotta go. I'll see you later. Thanks so much. Okay, bye-bye. Okay, I'm gonna go check on the little cuties, see how they're doing. Our 3 and 4-year-olds are here 4 days a week. And it's really a focus on childcare, it's a focus on child development. It's a place where working families can be sure that their children are cared for throughout the day. We know how important it is for children to be ready for kindergarten, to be ready for all the structure and what's expected of them.
Hi. Hello.
Hi, how you doing? Looks like everyone's getting ready for a nap. And it's really incredible to see how the kids wear their masks all day long. They know how to be safe, they know how to wash their hands. So it's really incredible to see 3- and 4-year-olds be able to do something that adults sometimes resist.
Oh, thank you.
Oh, you're doing so great with your mask.
Thank you. Thank you.
Even the son has a mask.
Cheese.
Cheese, you can say cheese. Bye. It's incredible to see how kids really respond to having to step up to responsibility. It's awesome. We have a few more kids who are eating their lunch too. Hi. Hi.
Hi.
Let me check. See? We're just going to say hi, coming to look at the sheets. Hi. How's lunch?
Hi.
Okay, see you later. It's lunchtime. Okay, I'm going outside to take a break and I'm bringing my food scraps from home with me. This is really cool because New York City cut its compost, its food scrap program. We've always had compost bins, but this year we have more of them and we also take donations from the community. Hi, Jerry.
Hi.
I got some food scraps for you.
Oh, awesome. You're our first customer of the day,
Oh,
but we
good.
just got started.
Good. How's it going?
It's going well. We have a few regulars now.
And how many compost bins do we have?
We have 6 different bins. We're using the 3 newer ones as like stockpiling our browns, our different leaves and sticks and things. We have 3 that are more for teaching purposes and where we actually process the compost through.
Have we designed little buckets that we can sell our compost, or it's still too early in the
We
process?
have bags. So we're going to start bagging some up, and hopefully in the spring we'll be able to sell bags when people are getting their gardens up and running.
Do you want me to leave the plastic bag
You
here?
can, yep, that's perfect.
Okay. All right. Thanks, Sherry.
Thanks,
See you
I'll
later.
see you later.
Okay, bye.
Bye.
I'm going to go check in with the rest of the program and see what they're up to today. Hi, how are you guys? Oh, yeah. Well, I think they're pretty busy. What are you guys making today?
We are working on building blocks.
Oh, very good. All right, Kavita, I'll let you get back to it. Thanks. Nice to see you. All right, so they're all having fun, having some decompression. Are you going to say hi now? I know, you're smiling under there. I love it. Awesome. Thank you. The determination of our board to ensure that KHCC has resources that it needs to really make sure that families are weathering these very difficult days.
Thank you so much for meeting with me. It's great to see all of your faces. KHCC began by 3 women who were in and of the community. I feel as though each of you has a piece of that story. Just hoping that you could share a little bit about what was compelling to you to become a board member and how you're looking to be a part of KHCC.
I was kind of, doing this soul searching of figuring out, okay, what path am I on? What impact do I want to have on the world? Just, creating an environment for people to feel like we can thrive. And also being an immigrant and knowing the history of the immigrants and how, that's connected the immigrants to New York. I think that was also just definitely one more thing that made me feel like this was a great fit.
My grandmother, Janet Athanasiou, actually founded KHCC many, many years ago with 2 other women. She actually said that she sees a lot of herself in Margaret, which is the highest compliment my grandmother can give. So it's just always been something my family has felt very passionately about. I just feel so lucky to be able to be part of an organization that is doing so much to combat many of the challenges that are that our society is facing and that the city of New York is facing in 2020.
It's rare to find an agency that does so much for the entire family. A family is an ecosystem, right? And if the parents aren't well, the children aren't going to be well. So we can't just solve for the children. We also have to help the parents. KHCC values that and helps the whole family. So thank you for doing the hard work every day, and I look forward to supporting you guys.
As we're approaching the end of year, we're really looking at rebuilding. New York City has always rallied as neighbors. We sort of build each other up. Where do you see some of the needs or some of the ways in which we do that together?
Something like a virus can just totally turn on its head everything you know. One of the big takeaways I've seen is we really do have to rely on one another and on our communities. Food bank and food pantry have been so significant in providing those services to people.
I feel like how KHCC is centered right now around its community, and people in the community feel like, it's a place, it's a safe haven for them, is very important in thinking about how to restructure and how to rebuild.
People that were already on the margins in terms of food security, financial security, access to education, they just have it harder. We can't take away any of the pillars that you have, right? Because nutrition is so important to overall health and mental health services and education. And we don't want kids falling behind. That's just so unfair to them. We have to find a way to do more.
Settlement houses like KHCC have always been invested in that neighbors help neighbors and people pull together, because that's the only way that collectively we're going to get anywhere. We're also focused on integrating communities. And so that might be recent immigrants, it might be someone who's moved here from somewhere else in the country. Is there anything about some of those core tenets of settlement houses that resonates for you?
We need to get more people involved. We need to get more people helping. It's because hopefully if they realize how much impact that the one small thing they're doing has in someone's life, they will be willing to help more, spend more of their time, give more of their effort, in as little as it is. So I think it's encouraging that movement is key.
Showing people kindness and respect and value, and how empowering that is, impacts people over the course of their entire life and their families.
What gives you hope today?
As women, we need to realize that, we have just an important role to play in the world as anyone else. And I do think the fact that we all three are sitting here today it's amazing, and I'm proud of everyone that's here, and I look forward to spending more time with you guys.
And I'm hopeful that on the other side, we will treat each other with a little bit more love and respect.
You've just given me so much tonight. I really just, I really appreciate it, and I'm so glad to have you on board, and so glad that you're a part of our rebuilding, because it's gonna take everybody. Thank you for being a part of this.
Thank you so much for joining me today. I had a great time showing you around KHCC, all of the programs and services that I really love, how passionate I feel about KHCC, and really what our team provides to the community, what our participants give back to us in such a rewarding and enriching way that builds our entire community. Thank you for your investment in the Bronx. Thank you for your investment in New York City and our recovery from COVID-19. 2021, we are building to be better, and it couldn't be without you. And at the end of the day, we just acknowledge what we can do and wake up tomorrow and start again. So thank you so much for joining me. We're gonna get out of here. We're gonna have a good night. So thank you. Stay safe, stay healthy, take care of each other, and we'll see you soon.